What is going on, guys? Welcome to Becoming Different, episode 13. So, hope you guys had a good week. I had a good week. And let's get right into it. So, the M-Pro Big Man Super Show was this weekend. I was wrong. It wasn't Temp-Pro. Temp-Pro was next weekend. I did not even know the show was going on. I personally do not know Roman Fritz that well as a bodybuilder, but he took the overall win. He was very conditioned. He was very complete, and I think he won it. He looked the best bodybuilder, hands down, at the show. So congratulations! Can't wait to see you at Olympia. Carlos Thomas Jr. I've been hearing a lot of hype about him. I'm hearing him as like the next Phil Heath. Okay, that's a pretty big shoes to step in, and I'm looking at it, and I don't see it. He has crazy 3D round muscle bellies like Phil Heath, but you can't call him the next Phil Heath. And he decided, he's like, you know what, I want to do my pro debut at the Texas Pro. He knows he's going against Andrew Jack and Hunter Labrada. Those are two top 10 Olympians, some of the best in the world. And so if Carlos Thomas Jr. can pull the upset, then yeah, there's a lot of potential to him at the Olympia. There's a lot of potential. But if he gets third, there's no shame to that. These two bodybuilders in front of him are one is a seasoned veteran, Hunter, and one is a genetic freak, Andrew. So you look at them, and if you lose to them, that's not a shame. You can come back next year and get that title and get that Olympia qualification. A lot of different things that came down to it. His back. If his back's improved, Carlos Thomas Jr. can win this show and beat Andrew Jack, Hunter Labrada. And if he does, he is top 6 at the Olympia. No doubt in my mind. Now, there is also another Spain show coming up in I think it's 4 weeks or something like that. I'm not sure. And there is Good Vita there. There's Regan Grimes there. Nathan Diaz will be there. And that's going to be a good show. And so we're looking at Regan Grimes updates. And everyone's talking about how his silhouette is so nice. And he's always had a nice silhouette. I'm not sure if he's really pushing that conditioning as hard as he can. Because that's Regan's biggest thing. He needs to have his whole heart into this. If he doesn't have his whole heart into it, he is not going to be a successful bodybuilder. And then when you look at that, and you see that, and you see, he's kind of more like a social media influencer, And I think he has a wonderful structure. I just think he needs to want it more. That's what it comes down to. And, there's not much you can say. He's coached by Milos. If you really think about it, he has a great coach. He has a great corner. Everything's going right. So what's stopping him from being successful? It's his mind. It's his mindset. And so you look at that and we see it, and just unfortunate. Blessing Wodaboo has finally got a coach. And you might think, oh, it's Matt Jansen. No. He's actually working for under Matt Jansen, one of his apprentices on his team. And I think that's very disrespectful. Not the Blessing disrespectful, but it's disrespectful to the fact that Blessing could get probably a decent amount of coaches. Obviously you left Chad Nichols. There's AJ Sims. There's Milos. There's Hani wouldn't take him on. But there's a couple other people that would take him on, and he went with Matt Jansen's, apprentice, someone on his team, and it's like someone says it's like buying an off-brand Lamborghini, or trying to buy a Lamborghini, and they give you a Corvette. Yeah, it's kind of, you're not getting the full Lambo experience. You're getting a Corvette, which is good. It's just not as good as a Lambo. That's kind of the comparison and the analogy I'm using here. And hopefully, Blessing can come in with some conditioning, because if he comes in the condition, he can win shows. There's not his ability when he won Indy in New York. Those were good packages by him, even with the imbalance in his legs, and it was very noticeable in person, as I mentioned before. And you look at that, and you have just a freak upper body, unbelievable upper body. He has a top 10 Olympia upper body. I said it, yes. He just doesn't have the legs. And it's tough. But it's also tough not having old school labs vintage burst. So what is Vintage Burst? This is a 3-hour nitric oxide pump. Nitric oxide is used to fill up your muscles. Like, you take this in water and you hit like an arm pump, you're going to have a better arm pump. You're going to have better pumps overall. And any body part you do, because it just kind of like rushes blood flow into your muscles when you're hitting them, like when you're hitting whatever muscle group you're hitting. And the pumps I get with this are immaculate. I stacked this up with Burn and Lava 196 I call it the triple killer because I took those 3 on prep. That's how I got shredded. Just them 3. But use code JSINGER for 12% off, and we're going to get right back into it. So, William Bonac is not doing the Olympia this year, and I am very surprised. Not surprised that he's taking the Olympia off, more surprised that he is taking a longer break than we expected, because he obviously did the Olympia in the Arnold, and his physique isn't improving. But I thought for sure he would, if he's going to go out one more Olympia, he'd go out the bank. But it looks like he's going to probably come back next year, hopefully. And we see him. Maybe this is going to be his final run in Olympia. He is out of his prime, respectfully. Him, Brandon Rami, Steve Kuklo, Sergio Oliva Jr., Justin Rodriguez. All these people are just slowly out of their prime, and we're seeing a new generation come up. And so it's like a turning of the guard. And I think last year the Olympia placings really was proving that it is turning of the guard. And so him not doing the Olympia, it leaves a gap. It leaves someone open for that new top 10 spot. And so who has the most chance to get in the top 10 this year? I say it's Krizo. Krizo could surprise people getting in the top 10. I think right. These are people that are qualified, I should say, can get in the top 10. Say him. I know it sounds crazy. Antonio Byrne. Even though Ross Flanagan did beat him in Vancouver, I think that was the show. Vancouver. I think just you look at the structure of Antonio Byrne, he definitely has it to get in that top 10. And in a couple years, he'll probably be a top 7 guy. In a couple years, we'll see him because his structure is going to do him really well. And so yeah, both 9th and 10th place, Rafael Brando and Bonac won't be there. So if you have the top 8, and then who are the next 2? You say Ian Valliere, but I don't think he's going to be in the top 10 this year. The more I look at his physique, I think it's deteriorating over time and looking worse. And I think if he doesn't take at least a year off, a year and a half off, even 2 years off, he will never achieve his at least best 7th place Olympia twice. I'll never do that again. Or 2nd place Arnold. Because I think he wants to win Chicago Pro. I think that was the last show he wants to win. Or there's a couple more shows he wants to win. Because he's won New York, he won Tampa, Vancouver, he's won Toronto. There's just a ton of shows he won. He's a pro. He's a seasoned pro. And he's really good. He's one of the best white guys I've ever seen in this timeline, in this era. And he should have nothing to hang his head about. Just take some time off and improve what you need to improve. So, I have some new Mr. Olympia predictions. It was kind of surprising. I thought about it. I really did. I got Derek Lunsford winning the Olympia this year. I've seen enough this year to say this guy is the Mr. Olympia. Hai Chupa is not going to repeat. And I know he comes in condition every year, but if Derek brings good enough condition, it's a wrap. Derek structure is insane. So right now I got Derek 1, Hottie 2, Sampson in 3rd, Nick Walker in 4th, Andrew Jack in 5th. I got Michael Krizo in 6th. I got Hunter Labrada in 7th. I got Good Vito at 8th, if he makes it to Olympia, I should say. But at the moment, I got 8th being Brandon Curry. I got 9th being Big Rami. And I got 10th being Antonio Byrne. At the moment, as we speak. So, Justin's on the top 10. Samasawa's on the top 10. Ian Valliere's not top 10. Ross Flanagan's not top 10. Phil Clark's not top 10. Andre Presti's not top 10. Roman Fritz is not top 10. Who else? Who else won these shows? I'm going through in my head. My bad, guys, for taking a second. Those are just some shows. Those are just some people I don't think will be in top 10. Again, I gotta probably look at this Olympia qualify list. Brent Wilkin won't be in the top 10, so it's 8 people. So it's 18 people, probably 20. Actually, I'm probably missing a couple, but I think just looking at it, Antonio Burns could be the best one of all of them, just based off structure. If you really want to say Justin Shire, I think it's a stretch. I think his back needs to improve before he can be top 10, but he could definitely place top 15. A lot of people can get in there. I think people that we haven't seen, I don't think we're going to see Charles Griffin this year on the stage. I don't think we're going to see James Hollinshed. I think he's taking the year off. Antoine Bias will be doing the Arnold Classic in 2024, so he's taking it off. Quentin Beastwood's taking off 24. 23. Martin Fitzwater taking off 23. Like, there's all these people that are taking off. So Olympia is going to be a little more tighter this year than we normally see, and I think there's only like 4 shows left. So I think we're only going to have like 22, maybe 23 people compared to like 32 last year, which is a lot better. A lot less. Oh, Patrick Moore won't even be there. John De La Rosa probably won't be there. Nathan Diasha. I'm sorry, I don't see him being good veto. I just don't. But if he does, I'll eat my words and I'll sit here and be like, Nathan Diasha is godsend. But I don't personally see it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out the workout playlist. Check out the Instagram. Check out any other videos from Becoming Different. I'll see you guys next week.